Okay, so LGB on T side, and no problem. Danish lineup on the CT side.
Interestingly, this is a map that they beat that on, and they started at CT and almost didn't lose a single round. 13-2 first half, and they're going to start on their favoured side against LGB here. And with that experience from the last game they played yesterday, see how that comes into play over here. So far, it's going to be a good breach onto the B site from the Norwegian side. One-man advantage as CTs look for a retake.
Okay. So LGB looking very strong, only losing one man. And Enza going to drop Muffa B over there, and they're very looking at a hopeless task, and LGB will take the round. And did we come upon a consensus about how to say, so Yekim?
So someone on Twitter said to me that even in Norwegian they have trouble pronouncing it. So Jchem is
acceptable.
Works. Yeah.
Jchem.
Yeah.
Jchem. Okay. Well, I'm sure just tweet me if I'm not saying that.
Like J, rather than like Jake M, it's kind of J Chem. Kame or Kane.
And one note as well. Last time these guys played, in fact, hold that thought. They're going for that middle take and losing 2 players already, so an advantage for no problem. But can they get hold of the weapons? That's going to be the interesting thing here, because they got the bomb. Look at that. The bomb was party to that rush over the top there, and it's fallen to a very nasty spot there for LGB. They need to reclaim that somehow, and you can see no problem. And push all around. They got a guy pushed on A main as well. So Clay finds a headshot onto Enza. That's 2 players left. Now this is a disastrous round. They haven't picked up any weapons yet, but they're holding good positions, which is more important. Holst is ready to go in. Holst, he is positioned so well here, just creeping forwards. There it is, gets the player as he was distracted, and Ruben are going to drop in. Now he knows where everyone is. There's 3 players left, but can he get the kills? He's okay on health, going to round the corner, find Holst, and now it's a 1-on-2, and there's 30 seconds left to get this bomb down. So he has reclaimed the bomb. Now he must only plant it. Ooh, not looking on heaven, and he's going to get taken down, and what a disaster. Only Netric will pick up a gun, but still, massive round there for no problem.
I can only assume he thought the other 2 CTs had stacked the A bomb site, but it wasn't the case. They had one towards each way, and running onto the site with the bomb in your hands, waiting for a glorious plant. He got taken out, and that's going to be 1-1, as Dan said, by coming out for the CTs now. Holt's going to throw that smoke and position himself away from the checkers area, so he's going to stop the numbers game of LGB now and provide his teammate with support. Netric and Glaive going to come in for some extra frags. Enter, last one on the B-bomb site for LGB. He's going to fall as well, so 3 surviving for NP. Pretty much untouched as well.
I really want to play Counter-Strike. It's been too long. I'm so sad right now. That was a really nice hold. I loved how quickly the reinforcements came. I also like the pop flash that we saw from Vents to keep himself alive after the reposition. But yeah, really nice hold. And LGB on another save. Can no problem keep this going.
Interestingly, no problem go for the vent push where they shoot it on the way into the B bomb site. There's the flash we were talking about yesterday. Got the team flash coming in for the teammates to peek, gets early information, cleans house as well. That's going to make it a lot easier to get through this round with no casualties on that CT side, which is also going to be very important for their money. But again,
how ridiculous would it be, almost, if no problem actually made it through and beat LGB and we're in the Faceit League?
it would be somewhat bizarre indeed.
It would be really weird, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It would be really strange. We'll have to see if they're going to be able to put it together. But no problem running an interesting defense here. 2 on the B bomb site, 2 pushed on middle, and 1 pushed in A main. So this is actually kind of a fragile setup towards A with that man there.
That double peak setting there. They're basically above each other. So if any terrorists try to breach, they pick 2 CTs at the same time. Gives NP favourable odds against those one-shot AKs. You see Muffa B's just pushed through A main there, which will give his teammates a bit of information. Still going to have Berry behind him on the sites, while we have a number of people heading towards mid. So you can see Holt's in position. to give a crossfire counter-offensive with his teammate, Glaive.
I really like these positions from No Problem. I really do. They're aggressive, and we're going to see Rain pushing in. He's going to look no to check this angle on the right, but can he get it first? He does get the kill into Muffa B, so Barry going to be able to toss the flash over the top now, knowing that at least one player is pushing A main. LGB going through middle. They wanted to go for that split up short perhaps into the A bomb site. We've got JChem looking for the kill there. He knows the player lurking. He's going to catch him on quad, and Holst gets the bomber down. That's going to be a massive frag there for No Problem. Gives him control now, and the bomb needs to go down. There's no time for it to be planted. They've got to get the frag somehow. Can he make it? Can he actually make it there? 5, 4, 3. I know he can't make it. There's no time, and that's going to be the round there for No Problem. And wow, he actually killed Rain after the time there as well. So Rain has no money. That was a really interesting round.
Indeed, we are seeing a very strong hold here from No Problem, and I'm wondering how LGB are going to crack it. Might not be this round because they are going to be on that eco with one rifle. Some 2 Tech 9s coming out here for the Norwegian team. But now we're starting to see how that could have had some problems yesterday in that third map.
Yeah, their setups on CT look really good. And with strong CT halves, I mean, that's the nature of this game, and you don't really get to abuse what could be your really strong CT half if you lose out so many rounds on the T side. Just don't ever get the chance to play your game, and we already see one player getting taken down here for No Problem. No Problem don't have big presence on vents yet, which is something we've seen, and that's actually what LGB were able to exploit there for a quick frag. They do put more emphasis on the bomb site. We can actually see that in how they're holding on the radar there. But the push is looking to go towards A at the moment. So can they do even more damage here? There is that AK on JChem, so this could be quite scary. We do have a B there by quad. Barreling into the bomb site. Barry taking down Muffa B as well, just instantaneously. That was a very nice entry there from LGB as the bomb does go down. And we've got Netric and Glaive looking to do some damage perhaps, or at least keep the players on the bomb site. And LGB has found maybe some weaknesses for future rounds here, because this was very nice from them.
Yeah, LGB did a lot with not much. Just a piece of string and a twig, and they've managed to take this round. Gonna have Netric last man for the CTs here, only with 9 HP as well. Gonna have to try and survive with that gun. Got nades coming in behind the van, which will allow the pre-aim into the right direction from Rubino. So nobody surviving there for the CTs. That was a really, really good round. So LGB, as strong as NP are looking on the CT side, not gonna go down without a fight here in this first half of game 1 of a potential 3. This will be an important round for both teams, as LGB will be looking to destroy the CT economy, and now is their chance, as there's practically nothing in the bank for NP. They will get that second round loss bonus though.
And Muffa B is going to be in a lot of trouble soon. The entire team for LGB, these Norwegians, about to bear upon his position. Here they go, Muffa B falling back onto the red container, gets one kill. The Famas picks up a second. He's very low, has to go for the reload. Zeves is going to punish him, as he is also going to be able to get the bomb planted here for LGB. And 4 versus 3 here on this retake, as Glaive waits for his teammates to come in to give him a hand. And the smoke's beginning to fade away. So by Forklift goes for the peek, gets the kill onto Glaive, looking for another one, almost pulls it off, and in the crossfire comes Zeves, but he gets dealt with by Muffa B. Enter now, trying to get some kills by Forklift, is able to pick up one. They're quite low, but Berry gets the frag. That is going to save it there for No Problem, but we do have a pause coming up here now for this next round. So 5-2 is the score at the moment, with No Problem in the lead. And LGB starting to actually bring themselves more opportunities, more picks. They're looking healthier despite the score now.
Indeed. So, going to be 5-2 now, NP with a 3-round lead. You can see Glaive topping the board there for the Danish team. Meanwhile, on the Norwegian side, we can see Ensa and Rubino top 2. But again, it's still very early days there. I think Rain's ping is going to start to come down shortly. Hopefully. So, quite back and forth at the moment, despite it being 5 of 7 rounds in favor of NP. I mean, these are quite close rounds we're seeing here.
Yeah, and interestingly, there are some weaknesses we're seeing from No Problem setup that can be exploited. For example, early in the round, they tend to put a lot of pressure on middle, and so this does give openings for easier pick attempts from LGB onto the A site. And also, the other thing is that their B defense, usually you'll see a lot of teams holding vents or even pushing a little bit further with smokes, but this setup for No Problem often relies on just holding on the B site itself. It's rare that they've pushed into the vents so far, and we've seen how much damage a player like GetRight has done when teams give him free range on the vent room to actually pick players on the site.
Yeah, I've seen 2 occasions where they've jumped into vents just in case support was needed in the mid area, but it seems they pick and choose when to do that. I think they've just shot the vent there, and the T's will have heard that, as we saw from Rubino's perspective. But on other occasions, they are shooting through the shutters behind Netric there, as they're running to the B bomb site, just as Virtus.pro do.
So they can up now.
They can get that stealth entrance.
It's always the way, isn't it? Always the way. But that's good. I like this. This is my one of the setups I like to see more from the CTs.
Look how passive LGB are here. They're just waiting, holding for the picks. And with 40 seconds left, the pushes are going to start to come in. But they have got a player boosted in the mid area, so that's a fantastic crossfire setup for the Danish team. You've got Berry there, was boosted, just hiding, just biding his time. In the meantime, you had one other player in the vents as well. So great hold in mid by No Problem. Excellent patience there, not to... Often, whenever you see a CT getting boosted in the mid area, they always just go straight over, or they're peeking over, but they're just biding their time and just waiting to strike with that crossfire setup between the vents and the boost spot. And it essentially just completely wipes out the round for the T side. So, again, very strong hold. It's looking like a potential home map for No Problem so far, 6-2.
Yeah, and they got Glaive fast through mid onto the vent position, and it's nice to see them mixing up their setups a lot here. I was worried that maybe they would just keep to these same setups, and instead, you know, this is going to mean that LGB on these gun rounds are going to have to poke more, and this is one of the reasons why you see these kind of split and pick style strats, because it's obviously not going to be the case that a CT setup's always going to look the same. So their weaknesses will be a moving target, essentially, a target that you have to discover where it actually lies by prodding and poking. So I hope to see more of that from LGB to try to see what's going on. I'm not sure if we've seen kind of like a dedicated B storage kind of pressure player. That's very common from a lot of top teams, that they'll have a man like that. Always pushing B storage. Again, GetRight's the example that I've seen recently for NIP. So it looks like there are some ping issues here. Packet loss issues there. JKM going to pick up a kill towards the squeaky area, as there was a 2-man push actually, and no trade being made onto JKM. So that's a really nice result for LGB. That backfiring, backfiring there for No Problem. JKM going to go for another one, and he nails him. Muffabi goes down, nailed to the wall. Goes the Nation Blade. That's going to finish him off, but that's a 4-on-3. Problem is, though, indeed, LGB have a bit of an issue here, in that a player is not moving at the moment. But Netric going to be pushing B storage.
It looks like 2 of their players are having issues at the moment, Rubino and Rain. Let's have a look at Rubino. He is just admiring this lovely crate.
This is really smart, by the way, that Netric's pushing B storage, because they have a man deficit. So he can't just sit and wait. They need to find out, be proactive, find out what's going to happen. And he's done that, essentially. Now they know it's going to be A. And this means No Problem can set up better, but Holst gets immediately annihilated. Glaive.
The bomb has gone to aim at Forklift, while 2 other players go to take the site. There's only Netric remaining, though. He is an A main, and I do wonder if these players are going to see him. I think this bomb's going to eventually go down here. 2 versus 1 now. So flashbangs come in. Netric with 11 HP versus Rubino and Rain. Double R, Rough Riders. Going to take down Netric with the nade here. So let's have a look. Seems things are calming down for at least one of the players, and Rain did have some connectivity issues, so he may just have a bit of a high ping for a little while, not necessarily a DDoS there. So LGB getting one back here, so already doing better than that did when they were on the T side. How are you seeing the early boost into connector again? But I think there was a bit of pressure there. Let's have a look at Netric. He's seeing some resistance from the T's, challenging for that space. Muffy B is the first to go down though on the CT side.
LGB though fighting back for that A control. Some pressure coming in here now as Clave turns his attention away from middle, from short up onto the A-bomb site as J-Chem tries to push out of the door. It's not going to happen though, but some decent damage done to Glaive. He's down to 40. There's no problem. Go in for the rotation. Bomb planted here for LGB. Rain going to pick himself up a kill, but Holst going to be burning Zevis alive as Ensa and Rain are the last two Ts to hold this bomb site. And we just have coming in. Ensa going to take down Holst. Once again, it's on Netric's shoulders, pushing in from A main. Can he find both players here in time?
He is running out of time.
He's going to be spotting the guy on quad, but this, like you said, there's very little time left to play with. He's going to smoke defuse. He can actually pull this off here. Can Ensa get it in time? Oh, no, he doesn't! He gets the defuse. Very well done by Netric to go for the smoke defuse, and we've got the pause coming in here as LGB are having some issues. And after hopefully this can be fixed very soon, of course. But this has been having a cursed couple days here. Yeah.
So that was a close one, and again, these rounds going to the wire, they're very the margins are very narrow here for either team. So a lot of these rounds could have gone either way. That one goes in favour of No Problem. Very nice hold with the flash there after going for the defuse. May have just given him an extra bit of help he needed to get that defuse. But we are going to go for a break while we wait for these players to resolve their issues, and hopefully we'll be back with the remainder of this match very soon.
Welcome back to Faceit TV. I think we're underway with the match now. It does appear that it's just connection issues. It's not.
Yeah, it's not DDoS, guys. Don't worry. It's just internet. Someone's chewing on a cable somewhere. It's causing the Norgs a bit of problems.
The Norgs?
The Norgs. I once held a qualifier for a fighting game tournament, and a Norwegian guy came, and there was a guy behind him with a Norwegian flag who's like, he was going, Norge, F yeah. Like he was really hype. It was
That's
cool.
Awesome.
Love those guys.
I'm gonna marry a Norwegian girl, and then that's gonna be it. I'm gonna become a Norwegian citizen. Gonna live the good life. Their country's amazing. I don't live in the UK anymore.
I haven't even seen, like, I've been to Norway and I haven't seen any. I didn't like see anything because I went from the airport. I was picked up from the airport.
Different basement in a different country.
I was picked up from the airport, taken to GigaCon, which is in Oslo, but it's not like you don't go through Oslo.
Oh,
you go like around Oslo, so it's like kind of Oslo,
nice.
but not really Oslo. I don't think it's actually in Oslo. So I've seen nothing of Norway whatsoever. I didn't do any tourism. It's all nice food in the restaurant.
They got 50 euros for an appetizer.
LGB on a force buy here. Tech9s and Mac 10s, AKs. After getting the plant but not getting the round previously, so have our loitering on the site, but this round is not going to go their way as it's going to be quite a simple cleanup from No Problem. They are a nice surprise actually. I'm glad to see how strong their CT setup can be, although some of these rounds are going to the wire. They do look reasonably strong at the same time.
Yeah, their CT on cash looks really nice. Of course the test is T side always, but that's why it's nicer to start on CT when you're a newer team, because you get it's just comfortable. It's just comfortable because you know what to do as a team. Like it's pretty straightforward. So
there are 3 Mac 10s on the map, Dan.
There
are 5 because the
CTs
CTs have 2 as well. Oh, what am I talking about? Tech9s. It's Mac 10 day today.
I would love a Mac 10. But we do have Zealous and Ensa left alive. Maybe they can scrap together some damage. Netric's there effects. Killed, but no, he's going to get both frags. And we're going to have 10-3. LGB really need to clock a couple more rounds on here. They really have to. They've got to give themselves a chance, because otherwise it's going to be way too easy for No Problem on the next half. It's way too easy.
Mac 10s are actually super crap guns. I don't know why rappers like Mac 10 so much, because if you try and actually fire one, the bullets go all over the place. All over the place. It's a complete mess.
Well, I guess it's going to be a bad aim. Here's Netric on the B storage push, and they have been doing this, mixing this in a healthy amount, and that's going to shut down LGB before they can actually make a play. That's happened more than once. That's happened quite a few times that we've seen it, no problem, either locking down middle to the extent that they respond very fast, or just proactively pushing A main or B storage to just shut down some players before LGB can even make a move. So LGB, if they even had a plan A, they now need to create a plan B.
It's always weird how teammates often just aim at each other's heads during the round.
Yeah.
Like, what if they accidentally click their mouse, like Hellraisers?
I do it sometimes, but not accidentally. So do you have trades?
One remaining for LGB. This is we're seeing the strength of No Problem come out again. Nice trade frag there. Just great patience. Great patience by the CT side. And we are into the last round of the first half, as it says in the middle of your screen. So, good CT hold so far. 11 of a possible 14 rounds. Cannot complain, I would say, the Danish side. And again, it leaves the T's with such a small edge and margin for error when they start on the CT side. But they could entirely have a strong side as well. But Force Buy's coming out, and LGB going to go for a fast push on the A bomb site. Muffy B, though, is holding this down well so far, taking 2 on the CT side. But things starting to level up for LGB here as the frags come in. Zebez waits patiently on A slope area and will take down Holst, leaving only Netric in a 1 versus 2. Bomb has been planted. Enter, though, 14 HP, but he's up close and personal with that Tech 9. And I think the T's going to run straight past him. LGB get the remaining round.
That's good. 4 rounds they can work with this. So you just have to get that pistol and get underway with their CT half. I would really like to see that, just so we can see, firstly, how... Because no problem, okay, they play great on CT, but I want to see what they can do on the T half, and vice versa. I want to see LGB, if they can just have a really nice CT half and just show us how they play. So that's really what I want to see as a fan of Counter-Strike.
Credit to no problem, though. You have to bear in mind, LGB won the pistol and still only won 4 rounds.
Oh yeah, they lost the following round, didn't they?
Indeed, they did.
They got eco, well, not eco, but they got pistol armored. So here we go. Actually, a Molotov on Netric and a smoke, in fact. So could very well be aiming to use that in the vents there, which is a bit of a tell towards a B push. But in fact, the A plays coming in here. They've actually sold
Smell
this
you later.
massively.
Faceit.
4 men on the site, no resistance. Great, 3 men rather, just a great fake hit as the over-rotation from LGB is going to cost them heavily. Perhaps going to try to boost, but no, Muffa B gets annihilated. That's a 2-on-4 now, with Holst over by Quad. And they might think that that's clear now, because the player just died. Going to flash in and take down Netric. And they know that he's there at this point. In they go, all of them at once. But the bomb did go down, so at the very least, no problem can fill the buy very shortly.
Yeah, but that's obviously a huge round for the CTs. With such a deficit, started 7 rounds down, so that allows them to actually get into the game. They're quite curious to see what No Problem are going to do. Not going to go for the full force here, just the pistols, 2 flashbangs and a smoke. Could possibly use that smoke to bounce it off the wall and get it quickly into towards CT on the lower side.
They're going to go for a smart push, and the P90's there to put the stop in. P90 is pretty much an amazing weapon for stuff like this.
You can see they threw the smoke there for CT to try and give them a safer passage into the bomb site, but was not to be the case, and they got pretty much cut down as they tried to get in there. So a few more connectivity problems, it seems.
But this time on Glaive, so for No Problem this time instead of for LGB. So
it's just one of those weeks.
It's one of those weeks, isn't it? It's just
Indeed
everything that can go wrong will go wrong. Was that Murphy's Law? Everything that can go wrong will go wrong.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. There's another one, isn't there, that's like that, but it's much more rude.
Sod's Law.
Sod's Law? Is it Sod's Law? I guess so.
We should look at
Isn't
the
it the
origin
same?
of that name.
Isn't it the same, Sod's Law, as everything that can go wrong will go wrong? Or
It pretty much is, yeah.
it's basically
I believe so.
I'm pretty sure there's another one as well. People just make stuff up, don't they? And they just put it on Wikipedia, and then it gets spread around there. But yeah, Murphy's Law, everything's going wrong. But it's okay because we got something awesome to show you after this match, guys.
After this game.
After this map.
After
No?
this game.
Map or the game?
The map and the game, Dan.
Are we doing it after
As
this
we have
map?
discussed before, the map and the game are the same thing. Game.
No, it's not though, because
It's
the
like
game is the set that they play, right? That's one game, isn't it? No, I don't know. What do you guys think? Like
the match is
Okay.
the overall picture, right? The match is the best of 3.
okay,
Okay. The best of 3 games.
so okay,
So each game,
So for a game, you want to say game point, and then
exactly, game
For-
points
for-
and then match point.
so if it's like best of 3, then match point. And best
In
of
game
5,
1,
match
it would
point.
be
All right,
game point.
I can go with this.
yeah.
I
I think
can-
I think we need to be on the same level here with
Yeah.
regards to calling a game a game.
Okay, I'm okay.
Okay, so I don't know how long this pause is. He is back on the server. It is 11:06.
His money looks fine as well. So we should be jumping in soon, or
I think it's still paused at the
still
moment.
pause? Okay.
Okay, so
No.
these guys still having a few issues. But again, what I was mentioning before, guys, is we are going to try and give away a bag of swag if you can avoid all the bisons today. What's going to be in that bag of swag, we still need to work out. We've had hundreds of people sending us skins, so really appreciate that. We've also had a lot of boxes, and you're more than welcome to send boxes. We are going to try and open all the boxes that we receive from you guys.
Really?
Not at the same time, because
Oh
it
my
might
God.
bankrupt us, but
I was gonna say.
we'll do our best. We have, I think we have 20 keys
Okay.
to open boxes with. That won't be today, but we do have a bunch of we've got a lot of stat track guns actually. We've got stat track negevs, mag 7, 5.7s, MP9s, all the stat tracks.
Actually, I'm surprised that it's like the theme is the bison instead of negatives. Actually, knowing you, I would have thought that. It would
I do like
You're a bit partial to a negative.
maybe
so
maybe it will go there one day.
It does seem like the natural progression from bison to negev.
Negevs
To
are
be
awesome.
honest, we can skip over the M249 because it sucks. M249.
We have a skin for the M249.
I don't
You
like the
can't-
gun, man.
you can't
I
say-
don't use the gun.
I don't use.
I
the gun either,
just
but
skip. I just skip from bison to negev.
in fact, we should
Nothing in
bring
between
up
for
that
me.
overlay if we can about the M249 because it's still something we would like to see in the game. I was hoping it would be in the latest release, but they had a different M249 skin. You can see it there.
war
So
cloud.
that's we have a creator called Noel who has made this for us, as well as a Warcloud M4. I quite like this skin, and see the way I feel about this is sometimes you're going to buy an M249. It's not going to be on purpose because
yes, I buy it instead of a scout sometimes or something. Like sometimes it just.
I keep buying scouts and UMPs by accident because I'm just typing my buy too fast.
But
But I
that's-
don't use the menu
That's
because I'm
good
old
though.
school.
Oops, awesome.
Why don't we have a text menu from 1.6? Why isn't there an option to just have a text menu?
At least you don't have to buy bullets now
Yeah.
because that was just annoying.
You know, I always forget now. If I ever play 1.6, I keep forgetting to buy bullets.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird. But at the same time, I call dual Berettas dual elites, which is what they used to be called. So it's like one thing I've forgotten and one thing I can't forget.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird how that works, but there we go.
I missed the old trick on the dualies in 1.6 where you could bind shoot to like mouse wheel. I don't know if it works.
To shoot super fast.
Yeah, because there was like no like cap on the rate of fire.
Could you
So
do that in
you could actually
Source?
just. I think you could do it. Yeah, you could do it in Source as well. I'm pretty sure. As there's no cap on the rate of fire, so you could just spam the mouse wheel.
Yeah.
And it'd be like a machine gun. It was amazing. It was so good.
Yeah, so anyway, if you do buy an M249 by accident, guys, all I'm saying is buy it with style. Have some kanji on the side of it. I do think the M4 is awesome, though. The M4 is really cool.
Kanji is Japanese characters for,
It is.
for anybody
Kanji.
who didn't know.
But it originates from China.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. More useful info for you.
We should start a trivia show.
We should.
Would you host that?
We'd have to wear like orange waistcoats or something, because it'd be mad geeky. Anyway, seeing the full buy for both teams here, but you can see no problem, distinctly lacking in nades here. Few smokes and flashes here and there. JKM going to be just admiring those breeze blocks for a little while. Let's have a look at the layout here. Rain was standing in a position which is commonly wallbanged through the door.
Here you go, Molotovs in, and the push commences. Hulst going to pick up the entry onto Zeves. 2 players on the red container though. Ruben are going to deflect Muffa B back into the door. And Berry going to wrap around the side and annihilate those 2 players. There's nothing left of them now as JK comes in from the truck. There's only Ensa left for him to work with, but Ensa's going to have to come in from middle if they want to try to do this. It looks really awkward though. No Problem have had days to set up positions to defend from, so rightly so LGB going to back away from this one as we have another round going to No Problem, and they are looking really good to take this first map, to be honest.
Absolutely. I mean, they have a 6-round advantage here. Let's have a look at the CT money after this round. I think with these 2 guns saved, they are still not going to be in a fantastic position by any means, actually. So they could eke out a force buy, and indeed they will probably make sense for them with 2 guns to bring out the additional 3 versus the AKs as well. They can skimp on the helmets.
Would like to see some aggression here. Either take an early pick into B storage, get some control, or just pressure somehow, just to try to like throw a wrench in. This is something that No Problem on their CT did so effectively to cut off the chances to win rounds for their opponents. So looks like we're having still another issue. As we've seen a player AFK in CT spawn, and just see if we can play the round out here at least. See Muffa B there working in the door area, going to open that and try to get some distraction going. And this is where things get a little bit awkward here for the CTs on the A site. That's a nice shot there from Muffa B. Zeves will go down as we've got a rain coming in from Forklift, trying to close the distance here. Going to back away, spot so many players barreling into the bomb site. As Glaive chucks the flash over, he's going to go straight through it to try to clear the site for the bomb plant to go down. It's a good position there from Glaive now. Now Metric coming up from short, down 2 players. Finally we get eliminated by JChem, but there's still 4 left for No Problem. Looking to go up 13-6 in this round, as Glaive has a very nice vantage point over pretty much all the positions that CT's been attacked from. Oh, Muffa B again, but this time through the smoke. In comes JChem with a kill, but that's all she wrote there for LGB, and No Problem take the 13th round.
Okay, so again we have more difficulty there. You can see Rubino stuck in CT spawn, so I do believe there is some DDoS going on, so we're going to play the rest of the match off stream because there's no point going back and forth like this, guys.
Yes.
And we're not going to have any forfeits if people are trying to have some kind of skin advantage by doing DDoS, then we're not going to allow that to happen. So we will simply continue the match offline, and everyone else won't be able to watch it. But it's the best for the integrity of the remainder of this match. And again, it is a very important match. The winner of this match will go through to our Faceit League. So we'll simply finish this game offline, and we will see you when we get back to the next match, which is going to be Na'Vi versus Gplay a bit later on. So apologies, guys, but such is the climate of Counter-Strike at the moment. Hopefully it won't go on for too long in 2015, but for this week at least, here it is. So we will see you in a while with Na'Vi and Gplay.